Yes, we're back in the boat. Uh-huh. There's totally not a squid dying right behind me. Yeah, just ignore that. Hello, my name is Ender. Welcome back to another commentary video. I've been enjoying these a lot recently, and I hope you're doing well. I just wanted to make a quick video on when exactly we could see 1.18 drop, because I feel like that's like the most common question right now. And this is like, we're really in my favorite season right now for Minecraft, because we're doing a lot of speculation, and I love covering speculation in like news videos. We're talking about, I mean, we just had Minecraft Live, and now we're kind of speculating on like, ooh, when will 1.18 drop? And now we're speculating on like, ooh, what's 1.19 gonna be like? And stuff like that, when, you know, like snapshot release dates, and it's just a lot of fun. I really love making these videos, and I hope you enjoy watching them, because that's good. So, I've actually done like, I think 1 or 2 videos like these before, but we're going to be doing speculation, of course, on when 1.18, the full release, could actually drop. So, subscribing would be a great idea, because you get more from me, and it makes me feel happy. And don't forget to leave a comment, or I'm going to do what happened to those squids to you. I don't know how, but I'm going to do it. Anyway, we are going to be taking a look at different release dates for pre-release ones. That kind of doesn't really make sense right now, but we'll be looking at different release dates of pre-releases, first pre-releases for previous major updates for Minecraft. That's kind of a hard statement. We'll also be checking out previous release dates for previous Minecraft major updates, and also amounts of snapshots and pre-releases and release candidates for previous Minecraft major updates. So I hope you enjoy. Maybe grab something to eat or drink. Right, so we'll be starting off with Minecraft 1.13, the update aquatic. It completely revamped the ocean. It's been completely boring for quite some time. So 1.13, pre-release 1 for 1.13, obviously after the snapshots, more into the polishing, finalizing stage. So 1.13 pre-release 1 dropped on June 4th, 2018. Dang, where does time go? That's really when I started making videos, y'all. Like, that's when things really got heating up. 1.14, the Village and Pillage update, where we saw the revamped villages, kind of made me sad, honestly, because like the villages were always like a thing, you know, for Minecraft, and to see them like redone and just completely different, it was kind of sad, but also cool, because like, dang, it's villagers are useful now. 1.14 pre-release 1 dropped on April 10th, 2019. Okay, so 1.15 pre-release 1 dropped November 21st, 2019. That's a little more like it. Obviously, these dates are just all over the place, so you may be wondering, well, how's this gonna help? Well, we'll talk about it in a second, okay? So 1.15, was it called the Buzzy Bee update or the Bee update? What was it called? Never really figured out, but it was a cool update. I really liked it because it wasn't big. I mean, I do like big updates, but it was good to have a little break and just a smaller update, and I loved the idea of that update too. It was fun. Lots of parody and fixing bugs, so that was great. 1.16, y'all, 1.16, another update. That's a special update for me, because that's when I started making videos. So 1.16, the huge, at the time, biggest update ever, Minecraft. Pre-release 1 dropped June 4th, 2020. Now, have I said June 4th already? Because I actually have. 1.13, the update aquatic, pre-release 1 dropped on June 4th, 2018, 2 years before that. So we're seeing a little bit more consistency here. And most recently, 1.17, pre-release 1 dropped June 18th, 2021. So again, June. So we saw 3 pre-releases that dropped in June. Of course, it's nowhere near June right now, so that doesn't really apply to us. Now let's check out the release dates, the full release dates for these updates. So 1.13, July 18th, 2018. 1.14, April 23rd, 2019. 1.15 December 10th, 2019, 1.16 June 23rd, 2020, and 1.17 June 8th, 2021. Again, those dates are all over the place, but where it really starts, where we really start digging in, is actually taking a look at not how all those dates relate to each other. And what am I saying? Look, it's late at the time of this recording, so I'm a bit hectic right now. Does that even make sense? I don't know what's going on with me. Anyway, so we'll focus on 1.13, right? So pre-release 1 for 1.13 dropped in June 4th, right? But the full release of that update dropped a month later in July 18th. Okay. 1.14 pre-release 1, April 10th, 2019. 1.14 full release, April 23rd, 2019. So a couple weeks later, but still around a month. 1.15 pre-release 1, November 21st, 2019. And 1.15 full release, December 10th, 2019. You see where I'm getting here? As you can see, these updates are consistent for the past years. As we're seeing, the first pre-release drops, and then about a month later, maybe like 3 to 5 weeks later, we are seeing the full release drop. So this should give us a good mindset. Because actually, I never said this, but at the time of this recording, which is November 10th, 2021, tomorrow, Thursday, is when the first pre-release for 1.18 drops, Caves and Cliffs Part 2. So, it's about mid-November, maybe. We could see 1.18 dropping early to mid-December. Boom! Debunked. I debunked it. Sure, someone's already done this. This is easy stuff. I think I'm so smart, but I'm really not. Okay. And if you were curious, 1.16 pre-release 1 dropped June 4th, 2020. Remember that? And then the full release dropped June 23rd. So that, again, like 2 to 3 weeks. And 1.17 Caves and Cliffs Part 1, June 18th. That was the pre-release 1. And wait a second. I'm just now... See, I kind of typed these down pretty quick. I must have gotten the pre-release... Because I remember 1.17 dropping June 8th. I got that right. But for some reason on the pre-release, I have it set to June 18th. What? So you're telling me that the first pre-release for 1.17 dropped on June 18th, 2021, right? But then the full release dropped 10 days before. What? Something's clearly not up. I didn't do too much research because I wanted to record this video as soon as I could, just because I was excited, right? But you should get a general idea of how pre-releases and full releases work now. And a little bit of extra information. There were 42 snapshots for 1.13, which is a lot. That's almost a year, actually. There is 52 weeks in a year. I didn't know if you knew that, but that's a little tidbit. And usually we see snapshots every Wednesday. Sometimes, really hasn't happened recently, but sometimes they skip a week. So, I mean, 1.13 was big. 42 snapshots, so anyway. And then there was 10 pre-releases. That's a lot, actually. 1.14 was a little smaller, I guess. I don't know. 32 snapshots, and then 5 pre-releases. Now, unfortunately for 1.15 and 1.16, I couldn't find any information on amount of snapshots, pre-releases, or I guess release candidates for 1.16. So, sorry about that, but it should be around the same amounts. I'd imagine 1.15 is actually only like 20 snapshots, or maybe even less, and like 2 pre-releases or 3. I really can't remember. But then, obviously, release candidates, or which are even more polished versions of pre-releases. Think of them as like Gold Master versions. GMs, that's what some people call them. Basically, final versions that is really just testing. So those were introduced in 1.16 in the development area of 1.16, and 1.17, final little update for this video. There were apparently 22 snapshots, but do I believe that? I guess it does sound right because it was only like a half a year, but 5 pre-releases and 2 release candidates. So I'd say normally it's probably like 5 pre-releases around there for an update, but if I had to guess, I really don't know, but if I had to guess, there's probably going to be a little more pre-releases this year, or at least for 1.18, I mean. But they have been doing really good with like development, because way back then snapshots were just so laggy and you couldn't really run them, they were just unsmooth. But these days things are great. You can actually run them and play and test. It's really awesome. So we could see like 3 pre-releases because they're just so good at developing these days. However, there's a lot of development into 1.18, I'm telling you. So I really don't know. Like with a lot of this stuff, see, it's just all speculation. You really don't know. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name is Ender. Of course, I returned to Endermite, so there will be Endermite videos every other Sunday. So we saw it November 7th. That was kind of the return. So we should see it November 21st, the next one. Right now I'm thinking like skits and tips. Skits and tips for Minecraft. Of course, if you want to see anything else in Endermite, you can always leave a comment below or in the future episodes. Really, Endermite is for creating more just extra content in case I have like any weeks where it's just kind of slow. Like this week, honestly, it's kind of felt slow because like there's been no Minecraft news. It's really just extra stuff out there, and it actually gets me more views. Anyway, my name is Ender. I wish for the best for all you. To stay tuned for the pre-release coverage. Yes, 1.19 coming very soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're new and you like what I do. Here are some videos you may enjoy, and that's something I used to say a while back. Goodbye.